Dangerous opening traps by Daniil Dubov in FIDE World Cup 2025. The Dracula-Frankenstein attack by the previous Magnus Carlsen second in World Championship matches. Yes, the creative mind for Team Magnus was Daniil Dubov. And here in World Cup 2025, he comes up with this nasty opening, the Dracula-Frankenstein attack, with lots of deadly attacks and dangerous traps. This game was a phenomenal game. It had 9 great moves, 2 brilliant moves, 2 mistakes, and 1 blunder in only 24 moves. A very sharp tactical battle in tiebreaks of FIDE World Cup 2025. Daniil Dubov is playing with the white pieces and kicks off with pawn to e4. We have e5 and knight to c3, the Vienna game. White mostly wants to play f4, but after knight f6, Dubov just simply plays bishop c4, developing the bishop, but it allows knight takes e4. It allows knight takes e4, and if you take back, there is d5, but here Dubov comes up with a surprise, queen to h5. This is the Dracula-Frankenstein attack, and now white wants to checkmate. Of course, it's very well known, and black just plays knight d6, and if you take on e5, then there is queen e7, and there will be a hell of a simplification, and the game will be eventually end in a draw. But in this game, Dubov just simply plays bishop to b3, allowing black to defend the pawn. But in this position, the best for black was just to give up the pawn, just play bishop e7, play normal chess. But I think that Georg Meier didn't face this opening for a long time and thought, okay, what's wrong with knight c6? And here Dubov shows why it's wrong. And this is the trap. Knight to b5 tries to eliminate this knight and then checkmate on f7. You cannot take it. There is a checkmate here. And you cannot protect it with the queen, because if you play queen e7, there is knight c7. This knight also attacks c7. So the only move here is g6. But then white just comes back. Look at this lovely combination of bishop and queen on f7. In this position, it's very hard. Black cannot move the queen because c7 falls. f5 is the best by engine. After queen d5, it says queen f6, give up this c7 pawn, this rook on a8, and black is okay. It's very hard to imagine, but in the game, Meier just played knight to f5. In this position, the best for Dubov was to play g4. After here, to play g5, and after came back, then go for queen d5, because there is no knight h6. But in the game, he just plays queen d5 and allows knight h6. But guess what? White just plays d4. Now it seems like it's over because there is bishop h6 and f7 will fall. Remember, you cannot protect it with the queen. And if you just take, I will take on e6. But Georg Meier here shows why he's a very strong and experienced grandmaster. He just comes up with d6, and after bishop h6, he just plays bishop e6, an intermediate move. So if you move your queen, I will take your bishop or whatever. In this position, even bishop g5 exists, because if you take, there is knight c7, knight d6, lots of tactics. But Dubov just simply plays this queen f3 move. It's a very good move. It's not a mistake, believe me, it's not a mistake. Engine doesn't understand this move very well. If you take on h6, d5, it's a fork, I will win a piece. So you need to do something else. He takes on b3, and now white takes on f8. We have a lot of take. Be prepared for it. This game is just about takes, it's tactics. Imagine this bishop comes up from c1 to h6, took a knight on h6, took a bishop on f8, and still black couldn't capture it. And now it cannot capture it also, because then if you take, I will just simply take on b3. I have 2 pieces versus 1 piece, white is winning. But Meier played bishop to c4, attacking the knight. Now Dubov played bishop g7, but guess what? White can also play knight a3 here, thinking that if you take on f8, I will just take on c4. But look at this, knight takes d4, and after queen d5, white might think, okay, either I win the bishop or I will escape with my bishop. But here we have queen g5, of course, and of course bishop to d5. Now black is trying to take on g2 and take on h1. Dubov saw all this and just simply played bishop g7, attacking the rook. Now if you move the rook, bishop f6, white wins. But Meier comes up with a brilliant move. Here he played bishop takes b5. Imagine you got surprised in the opening. Your opponent unleashed a lot of opening surprises and traps, and still you can keep your mind cool and you just find the brilliant move. Bishop takes b5. The reason is, if you take my rook, After knight takes d4, you're in lots of problems. You need to play queen f6 and give back the material. But if you just simply play something like queen d1, trying to protect everything, after queen g5, you are lost. You are lost. You might imagine, okay, g3 is okay, but queen f5 now comes. And look at these white square weaknesses. Bishop can also come to c6, and it's over. It's over. It's almost -4 for black. So you cannot just simply take the rook. You cannot simply take the rook because of knight d4. So in this position, Dubov just takes on e5. He just takes on e5, and black plays rook g8, bishop f6. Okay, now move your queen. Please move your queen, and then I will castle long. If you play queen d7, I will castle long and much better. But black comes up with another great move. Knight takes e5. If you take my queen, I will take your queen. Dubov says, okay, I will just take on e5. Take back this one, and I will take on a p7, then I might be better. But Meier just plays queen to e7, pinning the bishop. We have long castle. In this position, Meier played bishop c6, another be-in-between move, another intermediate move. If you take with the pawn, queen takes b7, you're lost. You're just lost. There is a double attack and you will lose the game. If you take it with the queen, it's very dangerous, of course. There is queen b7, black can play king d7, now bishop c6 coming, rook b8 coming, look at this b2 square, white can come back. And after this is very crazy. This is very crazy. But in the game, Meier played bishop c6, and here Dubov comes up with another great move, queen to c3, forcing black to take it with a pawn. If you take it with the queen, rook e1 you're going to lose, because after bishop e4, take, white wins a piece. So it's not possible. So in this position, black takes it with a pawn. But now comes knight f3. It's a lesson for initiative in chess. How to play for initiative. It attacks. If you take the knight, I will take back. And your king is in the center, my rooks are coming, and it's a very difficult position for black. Of course, black is a pawn up, it's still not lost. c6, king f8 by engine, it says it's still a draw. But in the game, Meier just plays f6, thinking that, okay, there is nothing wrong with this, rook e8, I'm just a pawn up, and I will just play king f8. And here, Dubov comes up with another brilliant move, and here he plays knight takes e5, sacrificing the knight on e5. It's like 19th century chess games, but it's very beautiful. Knight e5, trying to take. You need to take it. And after rook takes e5. And just don't look at this engine. Engine says it's draw still, but you need to find the only moves to be able to survive in this game. In this position, Meier overlooked a tactic. Not a very simple one, but he overlooked. He has only 1 second, one minute. He found all of those brilliant moves, and in this position, he overlooked. He overlooked with queen to f6. And can you see the win for white in this position? Dubov unleashes a beautiful tactic here. Rook to e8 check, of course. Meier also saw this. He's not just going to give up his queen. He wanted to play king f7, and in this position, if you trade everything, I'm better. But the problem is this nasty check. And then Meier resigned. In view of, if you go here, there is queen h8. There is nothing to protect. If you take, I will take this one, and then I will take this one. It's just white is up material and wins the game. So after queen c4 check, he resigned. Let's see the game from the beginning. In this game, e4, e5. We have knight to c3, knight to f6. Remember this trap and use it in your own games. Knight d4, we have queen h5. It's very dangerous. Knight d6 is the only move. You will play bishop b3. If he takes here, you also have f4. You can also take on e5. You also have f4. I can imagine that Dubov wants to play f4 in this position. I can imagine that, because if you take it, then there is some knight f3, crazy attacks. If you castle, white goes d4, maybe takes with the bishop, knight to e5, and there are lots of crazy ideas for white. But Meier just made a mistake, knight c6, defending the pawn, and from now on it was very difficult. g6, queen f3, knight f5. Remember, this g4 was better. After that, g5, but queen to d5. What a game. Many players probably here just resign after this, just resign because there is bishop h6. But he saw these intermediate moves. He saw a lot of intermediate moves in this game. Bishop takes b3, bishop takes f8, bishop c4, beautiful, bishop to g7. And in this position, this brilliant sacrifice. Dubov took here, he comes here, he comes here. And another great move. Takes, queen e7, pinning, castle. Bishop to c6 still good, d takes e5 still good, and in this position I guess bishop f3 and then this c6 king f8, or as it happened in the game, this was also good. After this brilliant sacrifice by Gukesh, the best move is queen h4, the only move actually, because you have a check here, and after that it can be end in a perpetual check. Like Engine says that after this this game can be ended in a perpetual check, but it was a great game for me. Dubov shows why he's in the preparation team. He sometimes comes up with great opening ideas, and this was one of them. This was very old. This is a very well-known trap and an old trap, but Meier fell for it because I guess he didn't saw this kind of opening for a long time. You usually play Spanish, Italian, Scotch, but not Vienna game and not Frankenstein, Dracula, Gambit. This is amazing, especially in practical terms. It's very great for white. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please write down in the comments what do you think about this video, and remember always to enjoy chess and life.